What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Pixel Pulse, a video game podcast, where we keep our finger on the pulse of everything gaming. This is episode 25. My name is Justin Muslimi, and with me today and always, my good friend Kyle Olsen. Kyle, how are you, man?
Well, you guys know I watched the World Cup. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. Saw Mexico lose over the weekend. Saw the US
tough loss,
lose. Man. It was tough. I was crying like a baby on the floor,
Dang.
and then I also go for Argentina though, because I lived there for a little bit, and they introduced me to soccer, and man, I was like I cannot take a third loss. They won, and it was like they won in the last 11 minutes, and so I'm good. Right now, the World Cup determines my happiness.
Yeah, so Argentina, they're still in it. How many teams are left then?
They are working their way into like quarterfinals now. So, France just played Morocco, so Morocco's out. Argentina's still in. Spain and Belgium are still in. Kind of want Spain to beat Belgium because Belgium took out
The US, right? Yeah,
and then made fun of us afterwards in such a great show of sportsmanship. I told my kids, I was like, listen, if the US wins, we're eating Belgian waffles for breakfast, and the US lost pretty badly. The next day, my kids were like, where are the waffles? I was like, guys, we're not doing waffles for a while.
I guess we're gonna have regular waffles, we're gonna have U.S.
We're
waffles
doing
for breakfast.
pancakes.
Yeah, yeah, just pancakes.
Yeah, just pancakes.
Oh man,
No, but we're doing good over here. Getting back into it from vacation and trying to learn what I do for work again. Because like you go out of town for a week, and you come back, you're like, what is it that I do here again? Like,
yeah. What exactly do I contribute to this company? And what fashion do I do that in? Yeah, how do I type? How do I? Okay, yeah, no. Gotta read on all your motor skills.
I follow this page on Instagram. It's so funny. It's like employee tiers or something like that, and they had a post recently about like what to say to people in your email to like deflect for a day or two. And it was so funny, but now I can't remember it. But yes, I was super tempted to use like some snarky commentary in my emails when I got back.
Just be like, yeah, just. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would get received. I don't know if your coworkers have a sense of humor or not, but
most of them do.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Yeah, it's good to be here with you, Kyle. What you been up to, man? You been playing anything? I think I saw you playing GTA 5 a few days ago.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was hoping you would ask me because yeah, I'm starting. I haven't pre-ordered Grand Theft Auto 6 yet. The reason for that is because it's still so far out.
Yeah, it's like why even?
I'm not gonna
You don't even.
pre-order
No need to.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting because I did pre-order Halo, and then as it gets closer, I'll probably get Wolverine. But just in preparation for Grand Theft Auto 6, I've just been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and just like driving around and doing Grand Theft Auto things. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'm like, man, this game is definitely showing its age. Like it's still tons of fun to play, but it shows its age and like the controls and everything. Like,
Yeah.
just you really have to tweak the controls to make them feel good on like these days consoles. But it's I've been playing that. I still play a little bit of Seven Deadly Sins. That one's
Okay.
still pretty fun for me. I don't play a whole lot, just enough to kind of keep my account going so I can keep up with things. And then I tried the one of the PlayStation Plus monthly games. It's the oh shoot, what's it called? It's not Modern Warfare, you guys. I've already played that game, and I don't really play Call of Duty anymore.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what. Yeah, no, that one's on there.
Yeah,
What all?
It's
I don't remember the games that are on there.
okay. Okay, all right. PlayStation.
Yeah, two of them I was interested in, and just the Modern Warfare one I didn't care about. But The other
It's
two.
not. It's not For the King. It's not Modern Warfare. It is Crosscode.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. That looks cool, man.
It's pretty cool. It's got some really interesting mechanics. Kind of feels a little bit, um, like Chrono Cross.
With some puzzle
It's got
elements too,
that.
right?
Yeah, there's like some puzzle elements, and when you start, there's actually like an advisory to you that says this game is meant to be hard. So try playing it on the normal setting, and if it's too hard, then drop the difficulty down. And there's different ways to drop the difficulty, which I appreciate because you can drop it from like how hard the puzzles are, and like what your health is or how hard the enemies are to beat. And there's like another one, so there's like different ways to tweak it. So if you suck like me, you can have a better playing experience.
Like I would for sure, especially on the puzzles. Dude, me and puzzles do not mesh. I that part of my brain that like should be like used to figuring out puzzles, it does not just does not function correctly. I'll tell you that
Have
much.
you played Indiana Jones?
No, I haven't yet. I
Great
can because
video circle.
I have Game Pass on PC, so I guess I could, but I haven't yet. I know
I
you were a
mean,
fan of
that
that game.
game is it's legitimately so much fun to play, and the puzzles are super satisfying to solve. I mean, if like, are you a fan of Indiana Jones?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I'm not like a super fan, but yeah, I enjoyed like the. I watched the first trilogy of the movies, and they're good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically, that game makes you feel like you are Indiana Jones. I mean, it's like you're just in the action solving puzzles, and it doesn't like hand you everything. Like you do have to think and try to figure things out on your own. Like they'll help you out a little bit, but like if you get stuck. But it is the puzzles are super fun in that game if you
Yeah,
like puzzles.
I've always been like adverse to puzzle. I don't know, like just I just haven't enjoyed trying to figure out like where do I go to get here? I got to figure out what I have to like make, I have to figure out how to get to this rock to pull this lever, but I can't get there because, there's a huge gap in the way. I can't jump. Whatever. I
Yeah,
have been playing a little bit of Portal 2. I have a friend across the street who
really.
is extremely good at getting me out of my comfort zone for at just several aspects of my life. um,
Didn't I
but
didn't I play Marathon with him?
you
That one?
did, yeah, yeah. His name's
Okay,
Greg, and
sweet.
he
Greg, what's up, Greg?
got me into playing Portal 2. I went over to his house and we spent a few hours playing the co-op, and he was very patient with me. Because he would figure out like almost right away. I think some of it comes from him just kind of remembering the level too. But legit, I'm sure he just kind of just figured it out as well. But I'm sitting there just like, dude, I don't know. I mean,
Did he was
eventually I
he
would
like
figure it
standing
out.
behind you with his hands on your
Yeah,
shoulders?
that meme of that guy just looking right at that girl as she's like just looking forward, and he's just like, that's kind of how it felt a little bit. But no, so I do like it though. There's a really good single player campaign to that game too that I have been playing, and that's really good. Um, I've also been playing. It's on the Switch too. It's called Rhythm Heaven Groove. It just came out like a week ago, and it's like Mario Party, but with rhythm games. It's you can do it single player, or you can have up to four other player or three other players. So 4 player co-op,
Yeah.
2 to 4 player co-op. Join in on the mini games. It's a lot of fun. I've been really enjoying that. If you don't like rhythm games, which I don't think you do too much, Kyle, so it might not be your cup of tea. But
Might not be. If there's like a point to them, like Metal Hellsinger, I liked that one. That's a rhythm shooter game.
they are stage based. I mean, you do unlock more stages. There is a separate mode. It's like an RPG mode where you're like a mage and you have to like fight through the different like monsters, and then you get to the boss. Then you
Okay.
start over from like a different like a different chapter. It's like chapter 2. You have to start over from the beginning stage and fight the boss and so on and so forth. So it's pretty fun. It's a fun game. I'm liking it so far. It's there's a lot. You get a lot of content. It's $40 and you get there's so many different games to play. Like there's one where she's like cutting fruit in the kitchen and she makes like a little and then a tomato flies at her and she like catches the fruit, chops it up, and you have to like do it to the rhythm. Like you hear the rhythm as it's playing. You kind of have to just kind of put it together when to push the button. But yeah, no, that's I guess all I have to say about it. It's good. It's fun. It's just good old simple Nintendo fun, man. I don't know.
It's like something you could play like with the family around or with the family versus Grand Theft Auto. I get in a car and first thing he drops is like an F bomb and I'm like looking around like are my kids around me right now?
Yeah, just out of
Looking
nowhere.
for like just out of nowhere for like no reason. He's like let's effing go or something. I'm like okay.
It's like wow,
Um,
that's
where
cool.
are my
Thanks.
headphones?
Thanks
And I
for that,
looked for like
Michael.
the audio slider to turn down just like voice, but there's no voice slider to turn that stuff off, which I kind of like if you know me, like I'm not real big on profanity like to begin with.
Yeah.
I actually kind of wish that Rockstar would just provide like a toggle for that to turn off because they like with 5 I remember it came out and it was like there were just so many f-bombs and so much profanity. It was just like
Oh
them
yeah.
saying stuff to say stuff to be like as crude as humanly possible instead of like situational f-bombs like guy's leg gets cut off and he drops an f-bomb because his leg is missing, right? Like stuff like
Yeah.
that. So the new one I'm expecting them to just be similar, but yeah, it was kind of funny because I was like, man, I definitely cannot play this one. This is like an after the kids go to bed kind of game.
Yeah, I wish they would do stuff like that. Just toggles for people that have, kids, and so you can maybe play it in front of them. Well, I guess there's other aspects of the game though where you can't play it in front of your
Yeah,
kids because
dude, I was gonna say like I
yeah,
remember the game quite a lot because this is my first playthrough, and I had to like pause it because my kids were like coloring in the living room, which is right where I was playing, and I had to pause it and like go do something else because it's like right when Trevor is about to like curb stomp this guy after like hanging out with the guy's girlfriend and hanging out. And he like curb stomps him and smacks with the bottle and everything. And I was just like, it is such a good thing that I've played this before and know when to turn it off. Like, you
yeah,
cannot go through
yeah,
cutscenes with small children around, guys.
yeah. It's
But it's been fun. It's getting me excited for the next game that's coming out.
yeah, yeah. I see a few people on my friends list playing GTA 5. It must be in preparation for 6, I imagine. So people are kind of
Yeah.
getting in that spirit, in that mood for running and gunning and well, killing and murdering.
Or if you're like, what's her name? Millie Bobby Brown, I think, from Stranger Things. I think
Oh yeah,
she came out and said that she plays Grand Theft Auto, but unless this was AI, I don't know. It's hard to tell these days. But she
yeah. You
said
never
she plays
know.
it, but like she's a law-abiding citizen in the game. Like drives around, stops at all the lights and
Really?
everything, and like yeah,
I mean, hey, I props to that. I guess if that's fun for her. I can't imagine though. I would
it,
just I would get so
it's
impatient.
like a traffic simulator.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm like, no. I'm gonna either cut around you or just smash through you to get where I need to go.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I do try to drive like carefully and see like how far can I go like driving carefully, but I mean,
Yeah,
I turn the corner and I'll just crash into somebody.
yeah, or yeah, somebody, or I'll crash into the street lamp and corner of the
Yep,
building. I mean, whatever's there.
exactly. It's
So
like the car is magnetized.
yeah. Well, Kyle, there's a lot to talk about. As
Is
we've
there?
learned, there is just never a dull moment in gaming. Like I said last week, I'm always like in the back of my mind, I'm like, what if we have nothing to talk about this week? Dude, that never happens. There's always like just someone saying something, or there's like I don't know, dude. But between like Microsoft like just never shutting up and Sony just making these boneheaded decisions. I mean, they both make boneheaded decisions, but I mean, like it's just never gonna end. I guess
I'm
that's good
just
for
waiting for
us.
South Park to bring back the console wars and parodies for Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, we need like a round 2 for that.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think it's
but
time. There's enough content out there.
yeah, but yeah, Well, the big news this week, I should say it happened like right after we recorded, I think. But or no, it didn't. It happened like three days ago, I think, was like the big. So not, yeah, this week. Anyways, Xbox laying off a ton of employees, 3,200 to be exact. Amid the
As much as their
restructuring and the
last
reset
couple
of the band.
combined.
What's that, Kyle?
It's like as much as their last couple of layoffs combined.
Right. This is like the big. This is a big one. This is their biggest one, I think. I think that since their inception at Xbox, I don't know. Maybe I can't. I mean, you can fact check me because that's probably not true. But
Don't fact check him.
yeah, do me a favor, don't fact check me.
Yeah. Let's not open that can of worms, okay? We're still a fledgling podcast.
Yeah, for sure, man. So yeah, Xbox CEO Asha Sharma announced a major restructuring affecting roughly 20% of the Xbox workforce, with 1,600 layoffs effective immediately, so that day, and the remainder occurring over the next fiscal year, which goes from now till June of next year, which will reach a total of 3,200 job cuts. These layoffs span nearly every division within Xbox, including platform teams, content development, and management layers, which we'll talk about later, because there's quite a few senior leaders in some of these studios that are getting the cut. So, which have been reduced from as many as 14 layers to a target of 3 to 5. So yeah, it's funny. She said there are some decisions that have to go through 14 layers of management before getting like the green light. So they're cutting that to like 5, which I think 5 is too many as well. But she's also
When you're
said
an
like
organization that big, like even 5 layers is quite a lot. Because like I knew a guy that worked there.
right.
And the amount of teams that you have to go through and collaborate and work with to get something done. I mean, like he was at Demonware, but Demonware was working on Call of Duty, right? So like Demonware owned a lot of the stuff for Call of Duty. Like specifically, what I think what he was doing was like the daily announcements and codes and things like that, like which don't have anything to do with the actual gameplay itself. But I mean I could see when you're as large as Microsoft, like you definitely need some layers, but there's companies out there that are not, and they're like having that many layers too.
Yeah, I don't know. She said
Imagine though, like imagine being part of the 1,600 that are not getting laid off until sometime next year, and knowing that, like, yeah, you work at Microsoft right now, but they're going to can you whenever that date is. Because, like, at that point, when your layoff date is. You're basically, like, working under the notice that at whatever dates they will dismiss you and you'll get a package.
Well, that was my question. Do the other 1,600 know? Like, do they know who it is? Or, like, do they tell them in advance? Like, hey, you're getting laid off at some point within the next
Most
year?
of the time they do. Yeah, most of the time they do, and they'll offer them. I don't know in this case if they did. I would assume so though, because it's pretty standard. They'll tell them that, hey, your position is going to be terminated in this date, and we'd like to have you keep working here to help transition things. And if you stick around and do it, then you'll get like this much.
A nice little package.
Yeah, this
like
much in your
severance
package. Exactly. Yeah. Maybe it's instead of 6 months severance, maybe it's like a year severance, and we'll keep your benefits going for a little bit, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it still sucks, but at least you're still employed and you know what's happening, and you have time while employed to find another job versus ending up in a meeting with leadership and them saying, "Today's your last day, guy. See you later."
Yeah, I don't know. I feel so bad for everybody affected. It's not ideal.
Yeah.
I know that they've been needing she's been talking about this reset. Asha Sharma has been talking about this reset for a little while now. We knew this was coming. We knew it was going to be big, not how big. I didn't think it was going to be this big, but I knew it was going to be massive. But even this number kind of surprised me. I was like 3,200. I was like, holy cow! I mean, that's 20% of the entirety of Xbox. That's not a small number, man. So I don't know. So what we have here now, studio changes. It says here, so 5 studios are being divested or spun off. Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions will become independent studios, retaining their intellectual Now, this part's interesting, Kyle. I thought Microsoft, so if they did spin off to be independent, that Microsoft would keep their IPs. So they're actually doing them right by letting them keep their IPs. So like Double Fine will keep Psychonauts and Costume Quest, all their IP, which is really a good deal. And they're going to fund their any projects that they're currently working on. They're going to fund them. So, hey Kyle, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. Did it just create a new track?
Yeah, it did. I don't know if you want to back out and come back in.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
I don't know why I did that. Okay. So while he's doing that. But yeah, so Microsoft didn't have to do that. They could have just, hey, welcome back, man. But I was just saying that, they didn't have to do this. They could have just, closed them down and said, well, take care. Best of luck in all your future endeavors. But no, they are, they are really kind of letting them out nicely. Just you're gonna fund their projects and you're gonna, you know what I mean? That's really cool. Let them keep their IP. So yeah, Ninja Theory and Undead Labs have found, I guess, a buyer. They are being sold to a new undisclosed owners with funding to complete ongoing projects like Senua and State of Decay 3. Arcane Studios is undergoing consultation in France to explore strategic options with its future uncertain. So yeah, Xbox, it sounds like they are trying to close or spin off Arcane, but there's labor laws in France that is kind of preventing that from happening right away. So I think they're negotiating with the French government, I would assume.
Let's leave France out of it for right now, okay? They're annoying me so much in the World Cup right now.
Dang those French yeah.
I haven't thought about this though, because it says the restructuring is part of a broader effort to reset their content portfolio, platform ops, and organizational structure. They've been resetting and doing so much stuff. Do you think that they're trying to go back to basics, back when they were a hardware platform, with some console exclusives like Halo, Fable, Forza, those ones? Do you think that they're going back to that and almost starting from Xbox?
Scratch? Yeah, it almost, it's funny you say that. It almost sounds that way, but Kyle, I don't know how they can do that and get. So so they're basically starting with their basic IPs again, Forza, Halo, Gears. And while that's great, focus on what you do best, I guess, but before before Gears and Forza hit PS5, this last year, and Halo's hitting, of course, this year too. But what I mean is, I guess the point I'm getting at is Forza and Gears and Halo have been exclusive to Xbox the last 13 years and hasn't helped them sell consoles. So I don't think it's going to help them now. I could be wrong. I guess they could gain. What I can see happening, I shouldn't say I can see it happening. What they could do is announce that Helix is going to have a disk drive, and they would gain so much consumer interest back into their brand. I think they would definitely catch the attention of PlayStation gamers. Yeah, and even I'd be like, oh, that's pretty pro-consumer. You would that would be the 2013 gaming event, but in reverse, where the Xbox One and PS4, when they got revealed, and you saw the Sony execs. Here's how here's how you borrow or let your friend borrow a game, and he just hands the case to his friend. Here you go, because all the DRM online and TV fiasco from the Xbox One reveal, because that reveal right there for the Xbox One, that killed the brand. The Xbox has never recovered from that ever. And
I
this
mean,
could
I bought
be.
an Xbox after that.
Oh,
Not because of that, but like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. No, I bought an Xbox One as well. Xbox One. That was my last Xbox though, because I was
well,
very displeased
mine
with
was a
that.
360. I think. I don't think it was the one.
Oh, okay. Dude,
Yeah,
I
like
no. So I love
I
my
skipped
360.
that one.
I love the original Xbox and I love the 360. Both great consoles. The Xbox One
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with, so I didn't buy a Series X. But I guess what I'm getting at is this could be that moment, but this now works. But it's it's an Xbox's favor versus PlayStation now. It's that event, but in reverse.
You know
So
what they should do is they should do that same thing, like reveal Helix. Be like, this is how you share a game with a friend. Take the case,
oh,
give
dude,
it
if
to
they
the
did
friend.
that, that would be the ultimate troll to PlayStation, dude. If they did that scene, that would
Companies do it all the
I mean
time.
I would laugh.
Apple and Google, they do it.
Oh yeah, they go yeah, they I know they go
Like,
round and round.
I mean,
Um,
Microsoft used to do it too. So like, yeah, I could see like Microsoft proper, not Xbox, but I could
but
see that happening.
oh yeah, dude, I can see it for sure, and especially if Asha Sharma wants to kind of go back to like the basics with Xbox and kind of reignite the console wars. But it's just funny because like they announced PlayStation and Xbox are kind of going around for round for bad news. Like Xbox said, announcing, whatever they announced before, and they're like, oh my, people are like, oh my god, how can this get any worse? Oh, like the price hikes, I'll get that they were raising prices again, and people are just like, oh my god, how can gaming get any worse? And then PlayStation's like, hold my beer, no, no more discs, and then everyone's like, oh no, how can gaming get any worse? And Xbox is like, hold my beer. Massive job cut losing studio. Oh my god, dude. So they're just PlayStation and Xbox are just like swapping beers back and forth with each other. Just back and forth. And
Yeah,
it's just kind of dude,
and
the
not like the good kind of swapping. I mean, this is like
no.
this.
No, no, this is
Yeah, this is
definitely
like
bad
they're
swapping.
belligerent at this point. Yeah.
I mean, dude, the gaming industry is on fire, almost literally, and it's I just don't know what's at the other end of this. I don't know what these next consoles are going to cost. I don't know, man. But real quick, I'll just go through this real quick so we can kind of. I don't have much left. She released a statement, Asha Sharma. I'm just kind of, you know, cutting
Paraphrasing.
it down, trying to because she said a lot, dude. Her statement that she released was long, so I don't want to
Well,
just
yeah,
go
you
with.
lay off 3,200 people. You better release a statement
I mean,
and
yeah,
not.
no, it was a
Thanks,
long,
guys.
it was long. I don't want to read that because I was watching a podcast where like he read word for word, verbatim, everything and I was like, oh my god, it was just so. But anyway, other major studios under Xbox, including Mojang. Sorry, I think I said that wrong. King, Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, ZeniMax, Obsidian, Playground Games, Turn 10, and Halo Studios remain operational, and no first-party games have been canceled as part of this restructuring. So, reasons behind the restructuring, she had said. Now, Asha Sharma had said that Xbox has been operating at margins 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses. That's insane. 3 to 10 times lower. So I don't. And she got on to say that previous investments in multiple smaller studios and multi-platform content did not yield expected growth. She said that it grew and it did well for them, but not in the way that they were hoping, especially like in Game Pass subscriptions or revenue. Uh, hardware sales have declined significantly. Yeah, we know that's happening for everybody, contributing to a
Yeah.
challenging financial environment. Uh, the restructuring aims to focus on their larger franchises like Halo, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Minecraft, while simplifying management and operational complexity. So, yeah, the layoffs are considered one of the largest single events in gaming history, affecting both employees and studio operations. While painful for staff, the restructuring is intended to streamline Xbox operations, reduce inefficiencies, and prioritize high value projects. So, yeah, man, this is something I want to talk about too. Like, I think they went too far with the job cuts. I really do. I think it was needed, most of it, but not all of it, because that's kind of what I wanted to get into as well. Like, did you see? Well, you probably saw because you probably saw it in the notes, Kyle. But they gutted id Software. You know, people that make like
Yeah,
Doom, and they got like machine.
I was a little bit taken aback by that because that is not what I expected. But I mean, I don't know. Like we don't see their financials. I mean, maybe we could see them, but I'm just curious. Like, what was their expected revenue from these games? Like, I mean, to be quite honest, the new Doom was it? Shoot, Dark Ages, right?
Yeah,
It went on sale pretty quickly, and usually
it
when a
did.
game goes on sale fairly quickly, I'm like, is it underperforming?
It was. It didn't. I know it didn't sell. I'd heard that it didn't sell quite what they were hoping, but
But like at the same time, I mean, they spend so much money developing these games and creating them. It's like they giving themselves unrealistic? I know Square Enix does this all the time because like they said Final Fantasy 16 underperformed or something. It's like, guys, seriously. But
yeah, they're
like,
never happy
are they
with their
investing?
sales.
No, they never are. It's like I just don't listen. I'm just like they make good games, guys, and I'll just keep buying them. But like,
Right.
are they spending so much money on these games with the hopes that the more money that they spend, the more money that they'll make? Because like, I mean, Doom is a great game, but it's got like a target
Yeah.
audience, right? Like FPS, almost rhythm based, like with
A boomer
certain
shooter,
things, and
kind
it's
of.
yeah, like it's an older IP that probably doesn't appeal to every generation. Like it's your segments are a little bit smaller. I'd just be curious to know like realistically like what were your goals with that? You know, if you wanted to make 500 million in sales and you spent 250 million making the game, just hypothetically, 250
Yeah.
million making the game, like is there actually 500 million dollars? Like is there precedence for that, or are you guys just like reaching and trying to make something and now the studios are paying the price because of that?
I just don't think you needed to do it to id Software, dude. So the id engine. I mean, those engineers, dude. Uh, that's worth having id Software alone just for their tech, man. I mean, they have really advanced engine tech, and
Yeah.
it's very valuable. I don't know why.
I mean, it might not be because you've got Unreal Engine, right? Like,
Right, which I think they're going to pivot to. I think the idea is they're just not going to use id Tech anymore. So, because I'm reading this, and what does it say here? The Doom Studio, its software, which just released a massive expansion for Doom, The Dark Ages this week, will lose 136 roles, according to Warren Notices. It's a substantial downsizing that, according to laid off VFX artist Derek Best, has diminished the PC gaming institution to a support studio size. So that's what I was thinking too. But even before I read this, I was like, they're just going to be like a support. They're just going to like work on the next Call of Duty for them or something. You know what I mean? Like they're a support studio. I would say at best now. I mean, I think it was more than half. Is what I was. Isn't that what I read? But yeah, I don't know. He goes, I'm still in shock at how brutal the layoff cuts were, Best wrote on LinkedIn. Collectively, decades of knowledge was wiped out of the studio. The VFX team was eliminated down to one single artist with no lead or producer. So one guy left on the engine team. So the engine programmer responsible for the massive gains in VFX pipeline improvements, like all the particle editor work, was let go as well. So yeah, I guess there was a lot of senior leadership that was let go at id too. So a lot of the veterans that had laid the groundwork, they're gone, and I don't know, man. I don't know what happens to id after this. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what this means for Doom. I don't know what this means for machine games. Yeah, man. I don't know. So it's disappointing to say the least, but
well, I did send a LinkedIn connection request to our good friend Derek Best, who is quoted in this article.
Oh, did you?
Um, yeah, I did. I actually sent it just now. So we'll see. Maybe I can chat with him a little bit, see what his like what his interests are, and I don't know, maybe help him find his next position. I'm not really well connected to the gaming world now because most of the people that I knew in the gaming world were all laid off at some point.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
but certainly I'll see if I can help this guy find something. I'm a bit of a Unfortunately, I've been laid off like way too many times. Like I feel for these people because I've been caught up in it. Like one year, I was laid off 3 different times, and it sucks. But on the bright
Remember
side, I
that.
got really good at finding jobs. So
Yeah.
I'll see.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
see if I can help this guy out. Like finding a job, it sucks. But if you got people in your courts, in your in your in your court basically helping you out, it's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, that does suck. Like, I don't know. It seems like they gutted everything down to the point where it's just like minimal operations. So probably just enough people to like keep the games going and potentially work on other IPs. Like maybe they're winding down Doom as an IP. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, the best of luck to those programmers, engineers, and just whoever else was laid off at id Software. I hope they find jobs quickly. It's a real shame, man. I mean, these are people's lives.
Yeah.
I really just hate hearing about this because I put myself in their position, man. Like, what if that was me? You know, they have families, kids to feed. You know, it's just
Yep.
it's tough out there in the tech world. So, which you know better than anybody,
It
Kyle.
is. Yeah, I mean, not being in the gaming world, but seeing the
Right,
news
just
for
the
it. But
tech
having
world.
like being in the tech world, yeah, it's absolutely brutal. Like the getting laid off is hard enough as it is, but
Mm,
then like realizing that everyone else is also laid off, and there are people applying for jobs that are, I mean, like what is it? A job goes up, and it will get almost 1,000 applications like in 24 hours. I mean, jobs get so many
yeah,
applications these days because of AI, because of the internet, and people will apply even
yeah.
if they're not qualified. And what that does is that drowns out all of the qualified people, even if
People
you
that I
have
was
the
gonna say people that
atmosphere.
actually are qualified and would be a good
Right.
candidate.
Exactly. And you might see the job posting too late because it was already, I mean, 1,000 people already applied, and there's probably 200 people in there that they want to talk to. So it's become such a pain to find work. And like some of the best tips I can give are actually like don't look hard for work. Like take an hour or two day max, and
Mm,
like spend that time doing exactly what you know you need to do to find work, like work on your resume, connect with people on LinkedIn, apply for some jobs, but don't just
yeah,
apply to apply, because later down the road what happens, and obviously this is a gaming podcast, but this is a cool tip. Later down the road what happens is, like, let's say you're still looking for work 4 months later, and you apply to 100 jobs your first day on the market, right? Now you're getting really desperate, and you're getting email after email after email, rejection, 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 rejection for jobs that you just applied for, and it just hurts more and more and more. So like 1 to 2 hours a day max. Rest of that time, spend time with your family, exercise, go outside for walks, stuff like that. Get your
yeah,
mind right, and
yeah.
just try not to focus on it.
Right. No, that's good advice, man. Anything because you don't want to sink into it and just become obsessed that it's just completely ruining your life and
Exactly,
depressing you.
because I was there and I blew my back out when I realized I'd been sitting at my desk for like 2 straight days applying to jobs after I got laid off the first time. I went to do some exercise. I blew my back out almost immediately. After that, I shifted my mentality, and you know what saved me? Home improvement. Have we talked about this before, right? I
I don't know
watched
if no, I don't think
I
so.
watched old on Hulu, old streams of home improvements. I would apply for my jobs and network and do all my stuff in the morning. And after that, I'd take a break, go watch home improvement, and it was awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like the show with Tim Allen, right? Like I used to
Yeah.
love that show
Yeah.
growing up, so
Oh yeah.
it was basically like a mental exercise that I was doing for myself to just get my mind right. So I hope anyone that was laid off from id and from Microsoft, if they happen to see this, like, just obviously they probably got amazing severance packages. I know Microsoft gives out amazing severance packages. It's not that bad, as like other companies.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
it's like 6 months or more from what I understand.
Mm.
But still, like, take the time to get your mind right and focus on you while you're searching for your next gig.
Yeah. No, that's great advice, man. Good advice. Last bit of I guess Xbox related restructuring news. Obsidian. Apparently, they are working on a new Fallout game. This can be considered either good or middling news, depending on what you're looking forward to. But yeah, Obsidian, the developer behind Avowed and the Outer Worlds, is, according to a new report from Bloomberg, canceling a planned Avowed sequel and pivoting to a new Fallout game. It's something fans have long asked for, and yeah, that's true, they have. But it's also a surprise shift that wasn't originally part of the plan. I guess they had, yeah, I guess what I had heard, Kyle, is that Obsidian had like several projects in the pipeline that they were kind of conceptualizing and planning out, and now that's all kind of being thrown out the window. This, I think, though, I'm going to be on the side that I think this is a good thing. Avowed didn't sell well. It just didn't. I mean, Avowed, let's be honest, Avowed flopped pretty bad. So to run straight towards a sequel, I don't think that was a good idea. I think that would have done poorly, and then maybe, if that did super bad, I mean, maybe we wouldn't be talking about an Obsidian studio in like a year or 2 years. So yeah,
Smart.
no, this is good news. Sorry, Kyle, go ahead. You were going to say something?
It's smart.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think so, because they're responsible for Fallout New Vegas, which is by far the most beloved entry in the series. Everyone talks about New Vegas as being like their favorite, including me. And what I'm thinking, they're either probably doing maybe a New Vegas remastered or maybe a New Vegas 2 would be really cool. The good thing is, too, I think they have a lot of the leadership that was there when they made New Vegas. I think they're still there, which is great. So I think this has a lot of potential. The problem is, I think, so Obsidian got hit with layoffs, too. I think like a quarter of the staff, around a quarter got the axe. So I don't know how effectively or efficiently they can make this new Fallout game, unless it's just a smaller project. I don't know. She wants to focus on all these, their core projects, like their core franchises, but with you laying off so many of the staff, I don't know how, like I said, just how efficiently you think this can come about. So that's kind of my only concern with that, is just their reduction in size and how quickly we can get a new. They just announced this, so they just got put on this. So this probably is going to be years away, I would imagine, since they haven't even started the work on the game yet. I mean, I assume they haven't anyway, unless they have like the engine, or they have kind of the bones there that they're just going to work from. I don't know what the anyways,
I mean, it could be. It could be that they've known all along that they wanted to do a new Fallout game. Maybe they're keeping it in their back pocket. I do find it interesting, though, that, like, I don't know, Avowed didn't seem... It looked cool, but I still don't know much about it. I put it on my wish list to keep an eye on. It just never really piqued my interest. But there's that other game, I forget what it was called. It's like the Vampire Hunter game that's supposed to span, like, centuries, right? And they already
dude. Blood Dawnwalker?
Like 3 games planned for it, right? Like, they're planning on it being a very long game. So
they're banking on it becoming like a success.
Exactly. It always surprises me when companies do that, because it's like, okay, but what happens if it's not?
Right. And you do all this planning and all this. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it is getting a fair amount of hype, I think, behind it. I do see talks in forums and online about it, which doesn't always mean it's going to be a success. I mean, that's, what I mean. That's a small part of the gaming market for sure. But
I wonder how many of them are like 12 to 14-year-old kids just like talking to each other, thinking that they're all adults in there, like, you know.
yeah, right. Yeah, it is the internet, man.
It is. It's interesting though, and I mean, if they could have done Fallout, why wouldn't they have done Fallout like a long time ago?
So exactly. That's my point. So that's why these studios have been grossly mismanaged under Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond. So I don't know. I'm not saying Asha Sharma is the answer and she's amazing, but I mean, well, basically, I'm saying we'll see. I mean, if I think they should have been working on one like 3 years ago and have it ready to release, like soonish. So yeah, why they were, and Bethesda has been a total and utter like flop since Microsoft has acquired them. I mean, they just really have. I'm so sick of seeing all this like New Vegas, Fallout 76 updates. You see that at every Microsoft showcase, and it's like Elder Scrolls Online. And it's like I want to see the next Elder Scrolls. I want to see the next Fallout. I don't want to see. It's all you see at these showcases from Bethesda, man. And it's like we need something.
Chats, you mean? Like people just clamoring for it in the chat?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, online. I mean, everyone wants it, but they're like, oh no, here's a new quest line instead in Fallout 76. That's what you really want. And it's like, no, man.
Fallout 76. I think that kind of flopped, but it reminds me too of like whenever you see Sony do like a state of play, everyone pops in there, Bloodborne remake, Bloodborne. And I'm like, guys, like I get it. You want it.
Yeah, like, but what I don't think they realize is
it's obnoxious.
It is, and I think there's some sort of, I think there's like a first right of refusal on like From Software's part. Like they, you know what I mean? That they have like an agreement that they can refuse it, and Sony, can choose. I think ultimately, if they really wanted to like damage their relationship with FromSoft, they could do it since they own the IP, technically. Yeah. But Sony doesn't want to do that. That would actually be dumb of Sony to do that.
I mean,
right. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I guess they're working on a new Fallout game. It does say here though. However, Bloomberg sources say that the strategy is in flux and could change. Prior to this, Sawyer was reportedly directing an RPG that was similar structurally and thematically to Fallout, but wasn't actually part of that universe. So, yeah, and a WARN Act notice confirms that 52 people have been laid off from that studio. Roughly, so yeah, like I was telling you, Kyle, yeah, roughly a quarter of Obsidian's overall headcount. So, that canceled Avowed sequel was apparently supposed to be on track to be revealed within the next year. But did not fit into new Xbox CEO Asha Sharma's strategy. Basically because, Avowed Pillars of Eternity is not considered to be a pillar franchise for the brand, which I guess I would agree with that. And because of, the Avowed failed to meet sales expectations. So this is probably, I would say the overall, this is probably a good thing. Fallout is going to be what sells for them. So that's what they should do.
Let me ask you a question. Does it surprise anyone that Avowed did not meet expectations?
Well, yeah, no, it doesn't really surprise me in the least. I mean, it released on Xbox and PC first. It's, straight to Game Pass. So, and also it wasn't marketed very well, or if really at all.
Yeah.
We hear about it because we're in the space. We're in that space. But I never saw ads or commercials or anything for it. I mean, they didn't market that game hardly at all, if at all. So,
I mean, like, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at is I don't know that I had even heard of Avowed until we were talking about it on the podcast.
Oh, really? Well, there you go. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's,
I mean,
Exhibit A as to why Avowed did not sell.
Hi. I'm Kyle Exhibit A. Thanks. Yeah, you could just use me because I had not heard about it. Everyone else had also not heard about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what that means. That is what that means.
Yeah, Justin talked to his one friend, and this friend said it, so this is now factual.
So now it's fact. Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Speaking of sales, Kyle, I'm going to pivot here.
Hi.
Cyberpunk 2077. It has hit 40 million copies sold.
Because that game is so freaking good.
It
like, come
it is
on.
it is really good. Like I can't even like. It had a rocky launch, you know. Well, a really well. I think the main problem was
putting it gently.
Yeah. It had a very troubled launch. It was part of the reason why I think is because it was released on last gen consoles. So it should have never have been.
Bingo.
But you're right.
It was to be quite honest, when it launched, it was not as bad as the flack that it got, but it just snowballed because I played it pretty shortly after launch. And I was like, oh yeah, it's buggy and stuff, but it was still fun, and it had like that fun element that you look for in a game. Like it was doing things differently than other games. It had this like unique setting. I mean, it was great. It just had a lot of bugs and things that need to be worked out, which was, I mean, they did it and they made it better. It's incredible. It's such a fun game.
Yeah, no, it launched and all the negative press it got is what kept me away from it for years. I only started playing it when it became free on the PlayStation catalog. So
it's free on PlayStation catalog?
Yeah, it is. It still is.
You lucky dog.
Dude, yeah, that's why I've been playing it. I haven't played it now for a while. But I do need to get back to it before they take it off.
Edition. I bought the physical one of it. Yeah, I did. I got like the postcards and everything.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was.
No,
it was awesome.
Dude,
it's such a good game. I haven't.
Dude, it's fantastic.
Of course, but
no, the combat's good. There's a lot of like builds you can go with your characters or do with your characters. I mean, it's just very versatile and like the choices you make. During story beats, there's a lot of ways to approach missions and side quests, and it's they've built this incredible world. It has this, it has that cyberpunk futuristic. They nailed that vibe. I mean, they really nailed it, and it just draws you in. There's so many unique places to kind of visit, and I haven't even played them. I'm talking about it like I've played it for 40 hours, and I've only played it for like 10. But I need to play more of it.
60 on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I haven't beat it. Yeah, I mean, I've got like 60 hours on it, and I think I'm like 30% of the way through the game because I was doing like just so many side quests and stuff. Because you start the story and then you get like distracted by all these things. It's like shiny thing over here, go get it. Shiny thing over there, go get it. It's just it's a lot of fun. Like all the quality of life things that they released for it are fantastic. It's been a lot of fun to play. So like congrats to them on hitting 40 million copies sold. I am a proud owner of a purchased copy of Cyberpunk, the physical edition.
I want to say, I would say I can't say that I'm one of those because I'm not. I downloaded it when it got to the catalog, but yes, nonetheless, they deserve the sales because it is an incredible game. Guys, if you have not played Cyberpunk, it is long. They are a long way from launch. Yeah. They have improved. This is a testament to how you support a game too, especially one that's not launched in a great state. It's gotten the No Man's Sky treatment. I mean, No Man's Sky is the same way. It's a completely different game than when it launched. I mean, it really is. And now this game is way better, way better than when it launched. It's a fantastic game. I will play more of it. Now that we're talking about it, I kind of want to go back to it. So.
Me too, because I was looking for something that would scratch that Grand Theft Auto itch, which is why I went to GTA 5, but maybe what I need to do is go back to Cyberpunk, because I know exactly where I'm at in the story. And,
do you?
Yeah, I mean, well, kind of. I know what my next mission is. It's I'm supposed to invite Pan Am over to my house. Which I obviously cannot do around the kids. Like, I have to play after they go to bed. Because I'm not risking it. I've not done it yet, and I know I'm pretty certain I know what's gonna happen. Like,
What's gonna transpire?
yeah, I'm 99.99% sure that my character.
From what I've seen from the game, I think I know what's gonna happen too.
Yeah, exactly. It's been so much fun playing that game. I love just about everything about it, like the environment, the setting, Keanu Reeves being in it too, and then the anime. They did a companion anime.
Yeah, I
on
saw that.
Netflix,
Yeah,
right?
I didn't see it, but I heard about that.
It's really good.
Nice.
I mean, it holds up. Yeah, it was awesome. It's got what's his name, Atomic Adam or whatever his name is in it, like one of the characters from the game itself, and
Okay.
yeah, it's
Cool.
so much fun. Yeah, CD Projekt Red. I mean, they deliver amazing projects, amazing games. I know, dang, the dad in me. Yeah, with The Witcher and the new Witcher game coming out, doing the content like what 11 years after The Witcher 3 came out. I mean, they're just
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of cooled off a little bit after the Witcher 4 announcement, and they're just back in the spotlight again.
Full throttle, Charlie's Angels. I think that's an Office reference. Sorry. So yeah, congrats to CD Projekt Red on 40 million. Well, Kyle, let's pivot to some not so good news again. We love doing this. So this comes via Game Reactor. Sony chief CEO sells millions in stock amid the PlayStation no physical media controversy. So, yeah, this is cool. So just days after the highly publicized decision that PlayStation would discontinue physical games, the Sony CEO sold more than half of his stake in the company. This is according to documents filed with U.S. financial regulators, which indicate that Hiroki Totoki sold 225,000 shares on July 3rd, representing approximately 56.5% of his total holdings. The value? $4.7 million. So this move mirrors that of former...
He obviously did not have much stock in his own company. That's pretty
right.
freaking low.
Yeah. So this mirrors, I guess, Jim Ryan, who also sold a significant portion of his shares in the company before stepping down 2 years ago. So I wonder if that's what that means. I wonder if he's going to step down. That's kind of what I wonder about this.
I mean, before you got to that line, that's what was running through my mind. Is I bet you we're going through an Asha thing, right? Like, I mean, also Jim Ryan, but same kind of thing where either he's being forced out or he's getting out.
Something's happening. I don't know if... Yeah, I don't know. They say, at this time, however, there is no public information linking the stock sale to the company's strategy or suggesting that Totoki plans to leave his position. So, yeah, I don't know what this really means, Kyle. It means either he's going to be replaced or stepping down, I think, or maybe it means that they're not going to backtrack on the no physical media. I don't know if that means I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just weird timing. It was right after they announced this. He did this, man, like a couple days later.
So here's what I think. I think that the physical media thing, because they've tried, I swear they've tried it before. I'm pretty certain that they made this announcement like years and years ago, and everybody just erupted, and it was.
I know what you're thinking of. No, it's not that. So what they announced was that they were closed. This is like 5 years ago, that they were going to close down the PS3 and Vita stores, and people like the pushback was really, really bad, so they backtracked it. So now they're doing, but now they announced it. They announced this that they are closing them down now with that no physical media announcement. It was in the same announcement, so they are going to be closing the PS3 and Vita stores as well. But yeah, they tried that part of it. That part of it, they did try like 5 years ago, and the blowback was so bad they had to go back on it.
I'll have to look it up because I swear that this was back like a long time ago where there were like rumors about it, like potentially around PS4 days, but I'll have to look and see. I'll
Oh,
have to
maybe there
fact
could
check
have been
and see.
rumors. I'm just saying that they never publicly said that they were going to be, removing physical games.
Yeah. Maybe there were rumors or
But I can
something.
see the
But
rumors
you know
happening. Yeah,
what
you're probably right about that.
what I can say though is that I think internally there's probably a lot of it's probably a big shakeup after that. I mean, you don't just like your CEO doesn't just sell half of his stock, more than half of his stock
For no
after a big
reason.
announcement like that. Yeah, for no reason. I mean, that is like selling a little bit is nothing. Selling 56.5% of your total holdings, that's a lot. But for that to only be 4.7 million, I mean, what you had 9.4 million in holdings in the company, like that's really low for one. As like a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, right? Like not even millions, like probably multi-billion. But I don't know. I feel like we're seeing the last of Hiroki Totoki, right? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's probably we're either going to see the physical media come back, or it's going away and they're moving the pieces out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, something such a weird time. So many
There's
big
no
things are
way
happening.
those things are not connected.
I agree. Bring back Jack Trent. Well, he's the PlayStation, I guess, CEO, not Sony, but so yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks. I would say if we don't hear anything from them about taking this back in like 3 weeks, I think it's a done deal and they're gonna stick to it. But that's my opinion.
I don't know. I think this is because they said it mirrors Jim Ryan. I don't know. We'd have to look and see how long before Jim Ryan left when he sold his shares, but I would imagine they're probably not going to say much about it for a little bit. Like it's probably like that's a big ship. They're probably not going to write it quickly if they are planning on it.
I know. I hear what you're saying, Kyle, but man, every they Sony can't promote anything, any little video tweet they come out with. Dude, they tweeted that fight stick, and every single comment under that tweet was F Sony, say physical media. What do you know, no disc, no buy. Under the fight,
Yeah.
no, there was 10,000 comments in 30 minutes. None of them were about the fight stick. Like
Well, here's the thing. Where was that video?
what the fight stick ad?
Yeah, was it Instagram or
I think it was.
YouTube
Yeah,
or
I think it was.
something?
I think it was like on like I think it was Twitter, but I think it was like
Oh,
on. I think it was
Twitter.
a Twitter
Okay.
account specifically.
I mean, like those are probably 12 and 14-year-old kids that have to use like mom and dad's accounts.
Maybe, but
No, it's I they know what they're doing. If they were that concerned about it, they would turn off comments.
yeah,
All that's doing is like when those many comments appear, it is just making it so that advertisement or that video, whatever it is, it appears in more people's feeds. So they're probably enjoying it right now. I don't know that they're feeling any kind of heat. I mean, there's probably some internal turmoil going on, but they're smart enough. They would turn off comments if it was really that big of a deal to them.
I mean they kind of should. I don't know at this point. I don't know because I was watching Tom from Moore's Law's Dead. He made some good points too. This is starting to bleed into other departments of Sony, right? Like it isn't just like they'll promote a video about a new camera lens, and under that video, Kyle, can you guess what the comments are?
Hmm.
I'll give you two guesses, and the first one doesn't count. Like,
Dude, remake Final Fantasy One.
yes, no, it's screw Sony, not buying the
Oh,
PS6. It's yeah, under things that don't even. So these other department heads that have nothing to do with PlayStation are seeing this negative blowback. Like on nothing
oh
on
my
these
gosh,
cameras
good
on
lord.
these they can't I mean they can't promote anything, Kyle. They cannot. It's not working because that's all you're seeing under these ads, dude. It's not good. They're gonna have to do something. I don't know.
I have mixed feelings on it.
I kind of do too.
I want physical media back, but I also want gamers to not be jerks. I want them
Right.
to
I mean,
show some class. But I mean, it's like honestly, I'm pretty certain all the people doing this, like I'm pretty certain they're children. If I had to guess.
I mean, some are,
seriously,
but
like what adults do you know are walking around the streets yelling "F Sony" like up and down the roads, right? Like, I bet you
no,
if
but
I were to go to a carnival like on a Friday night and sit around like teenagers, they're probably the ones saying like "F Sony."
right. But even adults get more brazen if they're behind a keyboard and screen, right? Like, they they
But
get
how do we know they're
more.
adults?
I mean, yeah. I mean, even adults, man. I don't
But how do
know.
we know? I mean, we're not like age verifying them in the comments.
No, but yeah, I don't know.
You know, it's funny.
Well,
I was on LinkedIn the other day chatting with a guy. It was on one of his posts. He's a financial counselor. It's like what he does, financial wealth management. And he put up a story about a guy like trying to manage his wealth the best. He was using tips off of like Reddit and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, like Joe from Reddit told him how to manage his $200,000 fund or whatever, but it just wasn't working. And so my comment was, well, what the guy probably didn't know is that Joe from Reddit is actually a 14-year-old kid who doesn't know anything about about finances.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was just funny. The reason I say that is because like with the internet, I see comments like this and I'd like to believe that adults have maybe a little bit more class than just running around saying F Sony in every single post and like just fixating on it so much. Like I get it, they're seeing it everywhere, but I I think we can I think we can do like speak like what you said in the last podcast. Speak with our pocketbooks, guys.
right.
Pocketbooks? What am I
Yeah,
British now?
your pocketbook.
It's a dude, it's
Hey,
a
right.
wallet. Where's my wallet? Yeah, my wallet, guys. Bill holder.
So we'll see what happens. So now I'm going to
I
pivot
think we
back to
know
some
what's
good
gonna
news, Kyle.
happen.
Well,
Oh yeah, let's do it.
it appears that a leaked document.
Hey, wait a second. Don't go to that one because we
No.
have Hideo Kojima comments. We got it's a
Oh, okay.
perfect
You
segue.
want to end it on a high note.
Yeah, let's end it on a high note because Hideo Kojima has comments on physical media, and I think that ties in really well right now.
You're right. Actually, it does. You're right. No, you're right. You know, I should have pivoted to that because it really does.
Plus,
That's a perfect segue. I don't know why I didn't do that, Kyle. That was smart of you
I know
to call me out for that. Gotta call me out. So yeah, Hideo Kojima has commented more or less on the whole diskless future for gaming. He has warned of a frightening digital future just days after Sony announced it would soon end production for physical PlayStation discs. Kojima shared his feelings about the shift away from physical media during a conversation at the cinema in Piazza Film Festival in Rome. This is according to a translation by Genki. His comments follow the news that production of a new PlayStation discs would come to an end in January 2028. And although he doesn't seem to directly reference Sony by name, there's a reason for that too. I'll get to that later. It seems pretty clear what's on his mind. And he said, since production is ending in 2028, this is about video games, but I grew up with physical media, so I find it really sad, Kojima said. Currently, I've been buying up a lot of Blu-rays, such as various movies and CDs too. So, yeah, he basically said that, it kind of makes him sad, and, he
pull up his
look,
Instagram.
yeah, he said here, the situation is different for games as they are downloaded to the hard drive. That means the game data remains on your own hardware, he continued. However, if things shift to streaming in the future, that won't be the case anymore. With streaming subscription services like Netflix or Amazon, there is a server somewhere, and you essentially just have the right to turn the tap, and when you do, the data flows out. That's how movies work on these platforms, right? You don't download the data, you access it directly through a subscription. And the consequence of that is that you don't actually possess the data yourself. Now,
Yeah.
so I'll just stop. He said a little more, but nothing really like to. Well, he did say this. I guess I'll just say this last part. Uh, he goes, "That is what is so frightening. So what is happening to video games in 2028 might also happen to movies. I'd like everyone to keep that in mind." Now, the reason why he's not calling out Sony by name or getting into the weeds too much about like the, the company itself is he's making a pretty big game for PlayStation called Fizzant. That tactical espionage stealth game that he's making that's kind of seems like it's going to be like Metal Gear Solid adjacent. So this is, I mean, that's just kind of how it sounds, right? Like when he describes it.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I think he's going into full production with that game. Either he already has or he is soon. So this is going to be a big game for PlayStation and Kojima Studios. So he can't really dog on Sony too much here, you know. So that's why he's not. But I mean, he does express his kind of sadness about the whole thing, which it is sad. I mean, I grew up in the age of physical media. I'm 40 now, so it's I remember VHS tapes and all my Disney movies on VHS.
Star Wars on VHS.
Yeah, man.
Like the original Star Wars collection on VHS.
Oh, do you?
Movies, not 1, 2, 3. It's 4, 5, and 6. I think is what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, at my parents' house. But
So yeah,
I also love physical media. I mean, guys, like I have a Nintendo 64 here in my background with GoldenEye plugged in. I've got Zelda back here. This is Top Gun, who I'm pointing to. Top Gun 1 and 2, so Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick collector's editions with steelbooks and physical media inside. I do love physical media. I understand that someday it may need to be phased out. Like maybe we'll get to the point where physical media just can't keep up. Like maybe discs just can't keep up. But also keep in mind that when Rebirth came out, they were doing that advertisement where it was like, hey, on 2 discs, because Final Fantasy VII was on 3 discs. And that was the thing. It was like, look at how big this game is. This is on 3 discs. It doesn't even fit on 1 disc. And then 8 came out. 8 was on 4 discs. That's something in my eye over here.
So was 9.
But I did see on 9 as well. But I follow Hideo Kojima on Instagram, and I started to see he's always kind of eccentric, right? Like he posts stuff without any context whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Like the other day was a picture of art with like a naked
he loves that.
And people are like, what the heck? Naked dudes are art. Well, so I saw he was posting physical media, like posting pictures of physical media shortly after the announcement of Sony. Like, well, not shortly after. It was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. And I was just like, okay, that makes sense then, because he's got this quote, this article that's been written about what he said, and he's posting physical media. Best Buy also tried to do this. I think Best Buy still has physical media because people still buy physical media.
It's a tinier section, but yeah, they do.
Yeah. I mean, I love movies as physical media because you can stream a movie, sure, but if you're streaming a movie like Top Gun Maverick, I've done tests on it where I connect it to my Dolby Atmos sound system, and I stream the movie at high quality streaming through like Apple TV or whatever, and you listen to the jets, and it sounds amazing, and then you put in the Blu-ray disc, and then you're like, oh. This is what it's supposed to sound like, because where they cut corners isn't always in the visual fidelity, it's in the audio fidelity.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They tank the audio significantly to be able to stream it more clearly, even though everyone's got freaking broadband these days. Physical media is amazing, especially for like quality of movies. Now for gaming it's different. For gaming it's not about the quality, it's about keeping that game forever, but there's just so much more behind the scenes that's happening, and I just hope that instead of eliminating the physical media altogether, that they try to come up with ways to make it so that these games are playable forever.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. No, very well said, man. So we'll see what happens. I think the ironic thing is that when Kojima releases Fizzant, it's not going to be on a physical disc because it's coming out definitely later than 2028. It's going to come out in like 2030, I think. So it's still a ways off.
I wonder if it's going to come out for the PS5.
It might. Well, it depends on how ambitious this is. It probably will. It probably will.
I know that was
But
I was being facetious because we're like 10 years after the PS4 launch and games are still coming out on PS4.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure it will. So, and it probably will not be on a disc, unless they backtrack.
Can I sing "Let It Go" from Frozen? Like, or is that will that get us like a copyright strike?
Just singing one part of
I
it.
mean? Like, just, dude, guys, let it go.
Yeah.
Let the PS4 die and
Let it die a happy death. Yeah. Yeah. So
that's good.
We'll see what happens.
In there.
Yeah. So ending on a high note, Kyle.
One other comment. I did want to mention this because you know me. I love Baldur's Gate 3. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love Larian Studios. I feel like Larian Studios. What's his name? I have it right here. Sven Vinke. I probably totally butchered his name, but CEO. He's always been a champion advocating for gamers and what gamers want. No microtransactions, just like build your game and make it amazing and give gamers what they want and be transparent and open with them. Like he's been a huge advocate for gamers and gaming in general. He said that the physical disc, I don't have the exact quote, but he basically said that the physical copy for Baldur's 3 was like their pride and joy. I couldn't get my hands on the physical copy for Baldur's Gate 3. I would love to have the like collector's edition because it's one of my favorite games. But it's just good to see like a studio CEO like that going against the grain and advocating always for gamers. Like just
it's refreshing because you don't see that ever.
And their game did amazingly well. Like it was just. It was like Game of the Year or up
it was Game of the Year,
right?
Yeah, it was.
It was Game of the Year, right? So, yeah, I mean, there's literally a recipe for success, and game studios and companies they just keep trying to find other ways to do it. But like the recipe for success is it's out there.
Yeah,
it's easy. It's not. I mean, it's not easy, but
it's there. It's there for you to
it's
take hold of.
Yeah, Larian Studios is one of my favorite studios because of the way that they carry themselves, the way that they do things, the way that they put the gamers first, and they make incredible games that people play because of that.
True story, man.
Excellent.
Yeah, no, well said. Moving on to our last bit of news here. This is some good news. But it's been leaked that there's going to be a new Metroid coming out for Switch 2. What's interesting is there's no Prime in the title, so it's suggesting that it's going to be a 2D Metroid, a la, Metroid Dread, or maybe they go back to a more retro-style graphic engine. Who knows? So it says here...
from Brazil again.
Yeah. This is from Nintendo Wire, by the way.
Well known for leaking.
Yeah, actually. Titled Metroid Ravenous. Journalist Felipe Lima spotted the title on a page from Brazil's Ministry of Justice and Public Security System. The listing has since been removed, but screenshots have been shared online. If you guys want to go Google it or look it up, you can do that. No other details. Oh, I scrolled way up by accident. Let me, or I should say down. Okay. No other details on the project were included, though the naming convention of Metroid Ravenous and the lack of Prime, which is what I was saying, in the title could hint at a new 2D title along the lines of Metroid Dread. So it says here, the document has yet to be independently verified, so the story should be treated as a rumor for now. It does, however, coincide with other recent rumors. In May, industry insider Reese Kiwi Talks Riley stated that a new Metroid title was on the near horizon. So that's cool, Kyle. I don't think you're a big Metroid fan. Or maybe you are, and I don't even know about it. But
in Smash Brothers, yes.
Yeah. I guess I'm not a big Metroid fan. I liked Super Metroid. I like Metroid Prime. I only played the first one. Dread, it's probably a hot take. I didn't enjoy Metroid Dread because I don't like those things that follow you that you can't kill. You have to just avoid them. They just follow you, and I don't know. I wasn't a fan of that gameplay design.
It's like the backstory to Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
Ever
right.
watch that.
Yeah,
Right? Like where it was like you just had to sneak, and then eventually you could fight back. Like if you look
yeah.
at the total, like the start of Metal Gear Solid, I forget who did it. It was like what's his name, Nick 970 or whatever on YouTube. He's got a really good backstory video on Metal Gear Solid, kind of like that. So I translated that document, by the way, just to figure out what it was, because I don't know that it said in here. It was basically what that document was. It was a request for the Brazilian government to get an age rating for the new Metroid game.
Okay.
That's why
Okay.
it looks like it was through the Brazil's Ministry of Justice and Public Security System. Yeah.
Okay.
So it says requested rating not recommended for minors under 10 years old. The assigned age rating was not recommended for minors under 12 years old.
Oh, I see.
And for violence.
Well, yeah, the prospect of a new 2D Metroid excites me. My favorite in the series is still probably Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance. I love that game. It's basically a remake of the first Metroid, but it's really good. It's done in like the Super Metroid graphical engine. And yeah, I love that game. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I hopefully they announce that semi soon. We'll see what happens. But yeah. That's it, Kyle. That's all we got on today's show. So,
Woohoo.
yeah. Any closing thoughts, my friend?
Earlier in the podcast, you said something that kind of bothered me. So I feel
Uh-oh.
like now's the time to address it.
Air out our dirty laundry, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, let's air out our dirty laundry. Here you go. If you've stuck around for this long, it's about to get heated. You said Halo comes out later this year.
Yeah, I know. I meant
Listen.
it comes out in like 2 weeks.
Listen, I just want to clarify that we have exactly 2
Actually, it's 2 weeks to the day. Yeah.
to the day. So 2 weeks to the day, Halo comes out. Okay, technically yes, it is.
I'm like, yeah.
This year.
Technically, I'm not wrong, Kyle. It comes
Technically, you're
out.
not wrong, but for the love, man, like it's 2 weeks out. I actually, I have a scheduled sick day on the 24th.
Weird.
Unrelated
Of course.
to any video game releases on that day, but it's so great that it's coming out so soon. It's really exciting. I can't wait to play it on PlayStation. I feel like it's just gonna be a blast. Like I mean it's Halo, right? So obviously it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, 2 weeks to the day. So I just wanted to clarify that for anyone that was listening to it and cringing like me, and like just your heart was aching because it's so much sooner than later this year.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know.
Just as like, what is he gonna come at me for this time?
Yeah. No, that was good call out there, Kyle. Thanks.
Thank you. So you still have time, you guys, to go and pre-order it so you can play it like the rest of the world will be playing.
Yeah.
I'm actually really curious. I would love to know how many pre-orders there were on PlayStation, like how many people are going to be online playing it. Remember we had covered that in one episode where they were testing something about like being able to see like gamer counts for like I'd love to see those numbers for Halo, because I'd just be so curious to see how does Halo stack up against other games. Obviously Grand Theft Auto is going to obliterate any records, but
Oh yeah.
like is like how hyped up is Halo for PlayStation gamers?
I know when it became live, it was like either first or second on the store for a little while. So so I think it's gonna sell really well on PS5. So
I sure hope so. I mean, it's not often you get an Xbox exclusive, like an Xbox flagship IP, like Halo, on the PlayStation console. And it's fun.
Yeah,
It means I get to play Halo without having to buy an Xbox.
that's true. Yeah, yeah, first time. I'll be there, but
When
yeah,
do you work on Fridays?
I do, but not Saturdays.
Not Saturdays. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah. So I was thinking originally the 23rd would be like it's like launch day 23rd. Yes, gotta do it. And I was like, wait a second, that's a Thursday. I can do this a lot better and give myself a 3 day weekend if I do the 24th. So I
You
was
could,
like,
yeah,
yeah, maybe we'll do the 24th, which
but
is also Pioneer Day in Utah apparently. So it actually is a
oh,
holiday. It's like a legitimate holiday, but it's just unrecognized in any other
everywhere
state
else.
or
That's
location.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Um, but yeah, that's all we got for you folks. That will do it for today's episode. Uh, but hey, guys, if you are new, checking us out for the very first time, hey, consider giving us a like or
Okay.
maybe even subscribing. It would help us out a lot. It'll help the channel out a lot. So until next time, guys, you stay leveled, stay looting, and we will catch you at the next save point. Peace.